guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going through everything that's in my Etsy shop because I haven't really talked about like all the products I have, and I just thought it would be nice to go through it and talk to you guys. If you're new to my channel or if you haven't browsed my Etsy shop and you're looking for some personal finance products, I can go through and show you guys what I have. I'm not going to get into a ton of detail because I don't want to make this video too long and boring, but I just want to quickly go through and show you guys everything I have. Plus, I'm going to give you just a couple tips for selling on Etsy if you are thinking about starting an Etsy shop. This is my first year on Etsy. I started my shop in January of 2021, so I am literally like 1 year in exactly, and I have learned some things about Etsy, and I just thought I would share a little bit with you if you're thinking about starting an Etsy shop. So anyway, I'll save those tips for the end of the video, but let's take a look at what's in my shop. So when I started my shop, I called it Low Mills Finance because my channel was called Low Mills, because when I started YouTube like 4 years ago, I wanted to be kind of anonymous, and that's like a version of my real name, which is Lauren Miller, and obviously my channel's name is now Lauren Miller. So when I changed my channel name to Lauren Miller, I changed my shop to Money and Mindset, because that's kind of like my theme with my videos is like money and mindset and like mental health and personal finance and all that. So that's what I named my shop. To get to my shop, you go to etsy.com/shop/money and mindset, and you will see I have over here 15 items for sale. Everything I sell on my shop is a digital product, which is, I guess I'll just tell you one of the tips now. Like if you're thinking of starting an Etsy shop and you are good on the computer and you have ideas for digital products, which there are tons of ideas out there. Actually, I know my friend Mary on Pennies Not Perfection, I think it's on her Create with Pennies Not Perfection channel, posts videos talking about tons of different ideas of digital products you can create for an Etsy shop for digital download. But yeah, there's tons of information out there if you're thinking about it, if you're any kind of creative, good with graphic design and computers at all, nothing fancy, but like just, you know, have an eye for that stuff, then I would say go for it and try it. I mean, I'll get to the tips at the end, but it's very low cost. Like there's no overhead, and with digital products, the best part is there's so low maintenance because you just post it once and it's a downloadable digital product and you don't have to ship anything. So let's pause on that for a second. I'll get back to the tips later. But first of all, let's go over the spreadsheets. So I have 4 spreadsheet items for sale. One is a bundle of the other 3 spreadsheets that I added more recently, and if you buy the bundle, you'll get all 3 spreadsheets with a discount of $1 per spreadsheet, so it's a deal if you get the bundle. Ever since I put that bundle on here, that has been my bestseller. Before that, my bestseller was my debt payoff tracking spreadsheet, and then a close second is my budget spreadsheet. And then last place, but also a good seller, is my annual financial goal tracking spreadsheet. So my spreadsheets are my money makers. Like my printables sell okay, but I get way more sales for my spreadsheets than my printables. So the spreadsheets are digital downloads to Google Sheets, and so they are like digital spreadsheets for you to enter numbers into, whereas the printables are PDFs and you print them out and you like write on them. So if you're familiar with my channel, then you should know all of these spreadsheets, but just in case you're not, the debt payoff tracking spreadsheet is the one that I use every month in my debt payoff update videos. It works for any number of debts, it works for any number of years for your debt payoff journey, and it has some automatic calculations of how much interest you're paying based on the number of payments you made and your balances. So you don't need to keep track of interest rates or anything. All you do is you just put in your balances at the beginning of each month and then your payments that you made throughout the prior month, and it'll just tell you how much principal and interest you've paid, and also like what percentage of your total debt is left to pay. So this one has been a real game changer for our own personal finance journey and debt payoff journey, and I just love it so much. And by the way, all the spreadsheets are ones that like I created for myself for my own use, and then I just tweaked them and perfected them over time, and then after a while I was like, let me see if anybody else would want to buy these, and so I put them on Etsy, and a lot of people have. So I've actually made, let's see, 473 sales so far, so that's awesome. I was thinking about doing a video of how much money I made my first year on Etsy and like kind of break it down for you guys. Would you be interested in that? If you would, comment below and let me know. I will make that video for you guys if there's enough interest. All right, next is my budget spreadsheet. Like I said, this is like my very close second best bestseller. I've actually had this on there for less time, so it actually might be a little more popular overall, like in the long term, over my debt payoff spreadsheet, but they're close. And this is a monthly and annual budget spreadsheet that allows for you to track either your net income budget or gross income budget. Gross is just before taxes or any paycheck deductions come out, and then net is just how much money actually hits your bank account. So yeah, this one I use every single month as well, and show you guys my budget with me, and then show you guys our budget recap at the end of the month and see how we did. And I just love this spreadsheet so much. And then next we have my annual financial goal tracking spreadsheet. In 2020, we just paid off debt. We didn't have any other financial goals really. And then in 2021, we changed our strategy and we had a lot of financial goals. We wanted to pay off debt, increase our emergency fund, contribute to retirement, save for my daughter's college 529 account. And it just got confusing because I was like, what do we prioritize? Like, how much do we put in each one? How do we know if we're on track? And so this is how I figured out how to track all that. Plus, I wanted to make sure that we were putting at least a certain percentage of our money towards our financial goals and like only a certain percent towards expenses. And this was my way to track that. So yeah, I really like this spreadsheet. Each of my spreadsheets has a very different function, but they all go nicely together to work as like a personal finance bundle. And so that's why I ended up creating the bundle. And if you take a look at spreadsheets, you will notice the budget spreadsheet has the most colors, and you can change the colors, but the budget spreadsheet has the most colors, and then the annual financial goal spreadsheet has like the second most, and then the debt payoff tracking spreadsheet has the least colors, but they all have the same color scheme. So when you are looking at them, they're cohesive and they're like nice to look at together. So yeah, I did that on purpose, and I spent a lot of time, really way too much time, thinking about the colors. So I hope you guys like them. If you don't like them, that's fine. We don't have to like the same colors, and you can totally change the colors. So what happens when you buy the spreadsheets is you'll get a PDF, and the PDF will have a link to the Google Sheet. And then you click the link, it'll say make a copy, and then it'll allow you to make a copy of like the master one to your own device for you to use. And then it also has a link to the video tutorial. So I have YouTube videos explaining how to set all three of these spreadsheets up. So whichever one you buy, or if you buy the bundle, you get the links to all three videos. You can find those videos on my YouTube channel, and they're actually in the description for the listing. So if you want to watch the video before you buy it, you can get a breakdown of like kind of see behind the scenes how it works before you buy it. If you are great with spreadsheets, you probably don't need to watch the tutorial or watch the whole thing, but I wanted to make it so that somebody who's not super familiar with spreadsheets and doesn't feel like really comfortable just attacking it blindly on their own would have some guidance without me having to individually like help each person. So I really haven't gotten a lot of questions about my spreadsheets. Like I rarely get a question with how to use it or anything like that. So I'm hoping that's because I have the video tutorials, that those are really helpful to people, or I just have like really smart, amazing customers that know how to use spreadsheets like rock stars, and so they don't have any questions. Or you guys aren't opening your spreadsheets, because I have done that. I have bought digital products on Etsy with intentions to use them, and then I never opened them, and that happens sometimes. And so if you haven't opened yours and you bought it, go open that thing. I've got video tutorials, I've got me using them all the time, so it's okay, no shame, because I did the same thing. I actually bought a course that I need to watch as well, and a bunch of personal finance books that I never read. All these good intentions, but then it's like, when are you gonna make the time to actually do these things? But with these spreadsheets, these are like daily, weekly, monthly things that you need to be doing, so get on that. Okay, so then I have a bunch of printable trackers. So let me just go through them quickly. I've got the student loan debt tracker. This is by far my most popular printable. All my printables are 99 cents except for when they are these bundle trackers, which I'll go over in a second, but they're 99 cents. Most of them come with between 2 and 4 printables. I think only one of them, like 1 or 2 of them only has 1, but they have different numbers of little pieces. So if you wanna, you know, kind of divide different debts up differently, or whatever savings things you have, you can either have like 50 or 100 or 30 or whatever. It says in the listing description exactly how many pieces there are for each printable, so you don't have to count them. But yeah, I've got my student loan debt tracker, Christmas savings tracker, credit card debt tracker, glass half full savings and debt trackers. They are wine glasses, and you can fill them up with whatever color wine you want. And yeah, those are just kind of fun. I've got car debt / savings tracker, because whether you're trying to pay off a car loan or you are trying to save up for a car in cash, that works for that. And then I've got these like kind of aesthetic boho savings trackers. I just had fun kind of creating like something that was like kind of nice to look at. And this is actually reminding me that I fell off track with my own trackers. I was doing them for like the first half of the year and then I just kind of stopped. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I quit my job. So our income went down and so we adjusted our goals and I just never did any trackers. So January. For my January, you know, going forward, we are doing new trackers. We're setting them up and I'm gonna fill them in every month. And then I've got an emergency fund tracker. So if you wanna save up an emergency fund, vacation fund, and a down payment fund tracker. So those are all fun. And then we've got a sinking fund tracker bundle printable. So if you wanna do sinking funds, but you don't wanna use a spreadsheet because you find that too confusing, I've got this sinking fund tracker bundle. And it's pretty self-explanatory if you understand sinking funds. And I also have a video that I think is linked in the description. Let me see. Yeah, in the listing it has a link to my sinking funds video. So it's not like a tutorial for these trackers, but it just explains how to do sinking funds. And then I've got a Christmas season budget plan printable. So to kind of go through everything you might need to budget for the holiday season, Christmas season, presents, giving, food, travel, all that kind of stuff. So obviously probably not super helpful right now because Christmas is over, but yeah, if you want it for next year, it's available. So tips for Etsy. I already said it's really great if you can have digital products because they are like just so easy. You don't have to do much maintenance as long as you get it up, listed properly, the right links are there, then you don't have to do much. Second tip is this star seller status that I have. I just got it and my sales have like more than doubled since I hit star seller status. So you can hit star seller status by getting 5-star reviews and replying to all the messages. And if you do that for 3 months, then you get star seller status. Say that 5 times fast. Star seller status for the following month. So every 3 months it looks back and sees like, did you respond to everybody and did you get mostly, I think you have to get 95% 5-star reviews. And if you hit that, you'll stay a star seller. So like I said, December is the only month I've gotten this. So I don't know if my sales are really up because December or January is like New Year's resolution time and people are trying to budget and get things figured out. Or is it because of this star seller label that I got? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I'm happy I'm getting more sales this month. And then the last thing I would say about selling on Etsy is that you need to have a platform to advertise your products. So I said my spreadsheets are really great sellers and my trackers are not. I'm wondering if that's because I never use my trackers on my channel and never talk about them and never talk about them on Instagram. Like I use all my spreadsheets every single month in my videos. And so that's just like advertising for my own products while I'm using my own products. And I found that too with like, just, this is kind of like YouTuber stuff. If you're not interested in like doing YouTube or whatever, then that's fine. But I've also found like just anything that I have an affiliate link for, if I am showing myself using it or an account that I'm using or whatever and talking about it, like other people get interested in it and are more likely to click it. Like you have to actually show yourself using or interacting with the thing for you to be able to like sell more easily. So for me, like I said, these are just spreadsheets I used anyway. I was making videos on anyway, so I decided to put them on Etsy and I'm glad I did. And again, if you want to see a video on how much money I made on my first year on Etsy, then comment below and let me know and I will make that video. But yeah, so it'll be an interesting experiment to see if when I start using my trackers next year on my channel, if I'll get more sales on my trackers. But that is everything in my Etsy shop. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't taken a look at my Etsy shop, then you should go check it out, etsy.com/shop/money and mindset. I so appreciate every single purchase. Like, if you want to, you know, use Mint or use You Need a Budget or use Dave Ramsey's Every Dollar app or whatever, like if you want to contribute your dollars to a big company because you like that product, that's fine and that's great and I totally support that. But if you like a product that's created by a small creator like me, those sales mean everything to us. Like every single time I make a $6 sale and it lights up on my phone, I get excited. Like every single $6 makes me happy. So thank you to everyone who has supported my shop this first year. It has been such a great experience. I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to keep going with Etsy and grow it and learn more and how to be a better Etsy seller and grow my Etsy Etsy shop. So thank you guys so much if you've made a purchase. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying your products as much as I enjoy using them. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, then make sure you hit that red subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye. Why do I always sit crooked in my chairs? Every single video, I have this thing where I don't like to sit straight in a chair. And then I go to edit and I'm like, why is the chair facing this way and I am facing this way? Like, why can't I just sit like a normal human being in a chair? I don't know. Okay, well, yeah, this just feels weird. Like, something about it that like, no, this feels more like I like to be twisted, like kind of like, like ready to like, I don't know, more energy facing this way. I haven't slept very well for about a week and I think I'm losing it.